next option that we're going to talk about is markups and markdowns. Okay, so I'm going to get out of this. And we're going to go into price sheets. For those of you who don't use this function in Counterpoint, it's amazing. So that magnifying glass will allow you to click search and you can go into anything you're looking for. So I can go ahead to get into price sheets from here. Okay, this is my price sheets. You can also find it. I'm going to just go out and show you guys where it is. It lives in inventory and in prices, and it's price sheets. Okay, so price sheets, what that does is it allows you the ability to do blanket price changes. These prices can be saved for future reference if you want to enact them at a later point in time, or you can make the changes immediately. It also creates an event so you can reprint labels as well to get you those new prices. So we'll go ahead and let's say it's EXE increase. Okay, so this is going to be my Excalibur is increasing prices by 10%. Okay, so at this point, if I hit my tab, it's going to get my items, or I can click get items. Okay, so this is my get items field. Now from here, you can use your filters. So I can pull an item by item, description, category, subcategory, vendors, which we're going to do. If you don't see the box you want to change the price on the items, anywhere where you see a filter in Counterpoint, you have the ability to do a right click and customize. And what that is going to do is going to allow you to add another filter box in the view. Now, I like to go with my season because the item actually does not exist in Counterpoint, but I created it out of a profile field. So I like to show that example because once you create an item, create a field out of a profile field, it becomes part of your database and you can do basically anything with it. So you can do special pricing, you can do filtered lookups, you know, and anything you want as if it's a field, as if it was a field in Counterpoint to begin with. So if I wanted to do a seasonal markdown, I brought in my season field and I can say, okay, now for all my summer items that I have tagged in my database, I want to get those items and do a price reduction. So that was just an example. We're not going to do that right now because I don't know how many items I have listed that way. But what we are going to do is we're going to find my vendor, Excalibur Nursery. Now they basically just increase their prices, so I need to do that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and hit my Get Items button here. Okay, and so these are my items from Excalibur. I can click this, select all items, and then I can go ahead and add it to my price sheet. So this is my price sheet. All right, so these are all my Excalibur items. From here, there's a button which is hidden by my toolbar, so hopefully, I don't think you guys see that, but let me move that along. So I can hit my calculate button here, and it's going to let me do some calculations. I can also just make changes if I want to. Okay, so you can just make changes, but I'm going to go ahead and hit the calculate button. Okay, and so these are your options. So you can set an amount. So let's say all these hanging baskets I want to sell them for $1 and get them out of here. So I could do that. I can set a margin. So I can set a margin, target margin, minimum margin, or specific margin. I can just do an increase. So I can increase or decrease by an amount or a percentage, which is what we're going to do here. Or I can set my price based on my item price being price 1, increase by amount, etc. So I'm going to come up here. I'm going to do an increase by percentage, and then we're going to do 10%. Okay, and then you can also do a rounding value too. So if you want everything to end in 99, we can do a rounding value on that. By the way, if you're using Roundup, that's not what I would recommend. End it in 95. That way you get that extra 5 cents, not 1 cent. All right. So now, and if you don't know what roundup is, let us know. We do have a roundup function that will allow you the ability to round up change at the register for donation purposes. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit apply here. And so as you can see, these are my price changes. So these are the changes on my prices. And at this point, let me see. Okay, so yeah, so these are my changes. At this point, if I want to, I can go ahead and save this, which I probably should have did ahead of time. So yeah, I kind of went off script there. Sorry, apparently I just applied those prices, but what you probably want to do, unless you're going to do it right then and there, is you'll want to hit that save button first, and that will save your price increase till you're ready to apply it. Okay.